Do you ever get the idea that some of the people in our country just don't like it? I mean, even some elected officials who want to govern the country, like Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, openly say that we need to dismantle the very structures of America, including our economic system. I find that a bit strange coming from someone who escaped the absolute squalor of Somalia, where the annual per capita income is $225. Where she came to America, here she lives large, and even somehow got elected to Congress. I wonder, is it her goal to make us like her home country? I sure hope not. I'm starting to think that some loud voices in our world want to get rid of America once and for all. And they have observed that it doesn't work to do it from the outside. I mean, an attack like Pearl Harbor and 9/11 only unifies the country and gives us the resolve to fight back. So let's suppose I wanted to destroy America. What would be the best way to do it? Well, I'd first replace the education system top to bottom. Instead of giving students the tools to think, reason, and analyze based on hard facts, I'd give them a system in which everyone thinks alike. Deviating from the groupthink would be strictly forbidden, and it would result in a person being ostracized, scorned, and prohibited from even being employed. I'd erase all substance and symbols of history. Instead of ensuring that students actually read and understood the documents of our origin, like the Declaration of Independence, or the Constitution, or the Bill of Rights, I'd focus instead on pop culture, and I'd fill our history books with Lady Gaga, the Kardashians, and Beyonce. I'd demonize George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison, and Benjamin Franklin by never allowing students to see what these men actually said or did. I'd find any flaw in them, and I'd make that the only thing kids learned. I'd never simply teach that the country had some ugly chapters of slavery and racism, as did virtually every nation on earth. No, I'd pretend those things still exist now, despite the obvious fact that a black person was twice elected president by defeating white candidates, which, by the way, meant that a large number of white people voted for the black candidate. And I'd ignore that black people have held virtually every cabinet agency or another, have served at the top of our military, have advanced to business, to become millionaires and billionaires, led the world in several scientific and medical innovations. Now, I'd seek to undo a system of economic capitalism which rewarded work and innovation. I wouldn't demand equality of opportunity. I would demand equality of outcome, which would mean that there wouldn't be an incentive to study all night for an A, since everybody's going to get the same grade anyway. And why risk starting a business based on a better idea or create something if working from early to late still netted you the same pay as the person who came late, left early, and never created anything? Hey, I just give everyone a trophy. No one would ever lose, ever. But I'd also get rid of law enforcement. I mean, cops can get in the way of us doing what we want, taking what belongs to others and having civil order. If there's anarchy and chaos and people are terrified to live and work where they live, it'll be a lot easier for me to convince people that the problem is not the lack of law enforcement, but the presence of law enforcement. Oh, I'd use words that sound good to cover my real intentions. I'd say equality when I really mean favoritism. I'd say tolerance when I really mean intolerance. I'd say diversity when I really mean uniformity. And I'd say women's health when I really mean doing a very unnatural surgical procedure to kill her baby and ultimately do real damage to the woman's physical and mental health. I'd marginalize religion and brand all of its adherents as fanatics, bigots, hate mongers, and racists, because belief in moral absolutes like love, forgiveness, charity, sacrifice, and service, that's a real threat to controlling people and making them follow what they're told. Now, I'd never attack America with a bomb, bullets, or battleships. I'd just lie about our history. And I'd lie about its origins. I'd destroy every symbol of its legacy, both good and bad. I would indoctrinate instead of educate so as to have uniformity of thought. And I'd take away all ownership of private property and personal capital and give everyone the exact same thing. So I would be able to destroy the incentives that made people like me, who grew up poor, who worked really hard to live better, and with that, to be able to give better. But you see, I don't want to destroy America. I love America, and it's why I will not let her get destroyed without a fight. Now, if you want more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell right next to it. And if you leave a comment, positive or negative, I'll be sure that my dog Toby sees it and responds to you in kind.